Just talking earlier about the 30-minute label festival. And so in Japan they had this whole big event with all the 30-minute missions, 30-minute sisters, 30-minute fantasy, all of that stuff, looking at their products, new products, and also a competition and some other fun stuff, which is cool because, you know, this line, obviously, it kind of takes a backseat to Gundam. Gundam is the big thing for Bandai, of course, but this product line has kind of found a little niche for themselves, and they've expanded out into other aspects, like, you know, making 30-minute sisters, and they have the Idol Master line, and then they have uh, Armored Core. So there's a lot going on with this line and the fantasy line. So to celebrate it, they had this whole big event. This key art is really fun too because you get to see all the different characters from the fantasy to the sisters and the 30-minute missions kind of all together in a shot. That's really fun. And let's take a look at some photos from the event. They had, I think this is some new stuff that's coming out. But yeah, this is one of the new models that's coming out soon. It's a Dragon Knight, and I think that looks great. I'm definitely down for that. Yeah, this is kind of neat how they have all this stuff lined up. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is a good example. They had these dioramas that were just available for people to bring their models and put them into it. Do you know what I mean? So it was empty. It was just this scene here of rocks and stuff, and then you could bring your models and take some cool photos with it, which I think is a great idea. And these ones in particular are really cool. This is around the fantasy line, but the builder here has added all this extra ornate detail on the armor, and that looks really, really cool. Yeah, and here's another example of a diorama that you could just bring your models, plonk them down, and take some photos. And again, another example of that. I'm not sure if this is specifically what I was talking about, or if this was like a prearranged model that was there. No, this was definitely something you could set up, right? So that's cool. Yeah, I thought I read something about, like, it kind of got lost in all the other announcements and stuff, but I thought I read something about them planning in the planning stages of an animation, but I don't know if that means like just a one-off animation or whatever. That being said, I think that there's something nice about just a blank slate. Do you know what I mean? And there is a loose story, but people kind of just make their own shit up, right? And I think there's kind of something fun about that. I was thinking of the Dragon Knights. Storm, I like the blank slate. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Oh yeah. So they had a building/painting competition, and can I translate this? Among the works that received the Mix Master Award, the one that brilliantly shown at the top is Serenoa, created by Wata Cider-san, selected as the best award from over 5,000 submitted works. So congratulations. So yeah, this won a building award. I don't think that there was painting involved or minimal painting or something. But yeah, there was some kind of building competition to this as well. So very fun. Lots of stuff going on. Again, this key art is really cool. I really like the key art with all the different characters on here. That's fun. I just think that's kind of fun. Let's see. Let's just take a look. And then they had unique, like, exclusives, which it sounds like these all sold out really quickly. But they had a bunch of exclusive kits, which are, I think, just like a kit with mixed parts, different from like the retail ones and recolored. So I don't think there was really, really unique original stuff per se. But nevertheless, exclusive kits. I'm just trying to see what else. But it's neat. Like, I just think it's neat that this line has found its niche, I guess. And it's thriving to a certain extent. They had this big 30-minute mission robot. that. And here's an example of another mixed kit, like a bunch of mixed parts together. There's a 30-minute fantasy, and then there's a 30-minute sister, and what looks to be a big robot dragon kind of thing. Like, that's cool. Oh, this is really fun. Okay. It's not really letting us zoom in, but this is a robot made from all the kind of spare extra parts. Like the spacer for the thigh on 30-Minute Sisters. It's made most out of that. I think that's really cool. Let's see. Let's just keep on looking real quick. There's some video footage. This is some new kits, I believe, that are coming out. Let me just zoom out. Some new stuff coming out. Whoop. Oh, this was really neat. This one looks like they used some putty or milliput to make like a fur texture. That's fun. Yeah, you can just go and do shit, like just make your own shit up. And there's nothing really stopping you from doing this with Gundam as well. It's just that there's so much lore, there's so much story, there's so much baggage that comes with Gunpla, right? That, yes, you could do that. However, it just feels like that much more of an opportunity, a blank canvas, if you will, to do what you want with 30-minute missions, 30-minute fantasy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, okay, so having said all that, something like this would be very expensive to make, right? Because this one model alone probably has a bunch of mixed parts from different kits, this one, and then to say nothing of this whole thing, which is again probably made out of many, many different model kits, all combined to make that. So yeah, I'm not saying that like it at the start, like when you're getting into this, like it's a very accessible line, it's a very accessible range, and they make it really easy to customize stuff. But something like this, it gets up there in price. Oh, here's a good look at that thing I was talking about. All these spare parts really combined to make a weird little robot thing. I think that's fun. Little tiny little super deformed knight looking guy. Okay. Well, I think that kind of gets the idea across. Honestly, I could just look at this stuff for a while, but let's move on. Let's move on with our lives.